President Trump says negotiations to end the war in Ukraine will begin immediately. The president says he spoke with Russian President Vladimir Putin on Wednesday. Throughout the campaign, President Trump repeatedly said he could end the war in one day. Here's what he told reporters earlier at the White House.
I think we're on the way to getting peace. I think President Putin wants peace and President Zelensky wants peace, and I want peace. I just want to see people stop getting killed.
President Trump says he will likely meet with Putin in Saudi Arabia. He also said he agreed with his Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth that NATO membership for Ukraine is not practical. Following his call with Putin, President Trump also spoke with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky about peace talks. Zelensky posted on X saying in part, quote, "No one wants peace more than Ukraine. Together with the U.S., we are charting our next steps to stop Russian aggression and ensure a lasting, reliable peace." As President Trump said, let's get it done. All these conversations come one day after President Trump welcomed American Mark Vogel back to the U.S. He was held in Russia for 4 years.
Well, good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. And make sure that you like and subscribe to this channel. Give me a follow on X at @green_Jericho. And make sure you give me a follow as well on Instagram at JGTalk2. And yesterday, I sat down with Chad O. Jackson, Chuck Littleton, and Craig Long, and we tackled the difficult, long-standing question, what is being black? Because you hear there's a lot of race talk and black this and black and pro-black, and then this lady was talking before the Super Bowl about Patrick Mahomes isn't authentically black because he's mixed and he's married to a white woman, and all this crazy shit that kind of kicked off this question in my head. So we tackled it, very intelligent people. So make sure you check that out. And the clip you just saw right here. So Trump, look, first of all, I think Trump should legally change his name from Donald J. Trump to Getting Shit Done. So we should be able to call him President Getting Shit Done, because he went ahead and kicked off peace talks with Russia and Ukraine to get that war ceased, get it stopped, save lives, stop people from getting murdered. They lost over 1 million people for something that shouldn't have happened in the first place. Hold on. What other country lost 1 million people over some bullshit that should have never happened recently? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. But anyway, he started off peace talks, which is good, right? Who would be mad at peace talks? Who is mad or upset about two countries getting together and trying to achieve peace? Only warmongers, right? Only the John Boltons of the world and the Liz Cheneys of the world and the Clintons of the world and the Schumers and the Obamas, and the list goes on and on. But only those type of people, only people of that ilk would not want peace talks, would be pro-war. Or maybe you're one of the countries that's involved in the war and you're getting money hand over fist constantly, almost monthly. You would be against that war stopping too, because if the war stops, the cash stops. Believe it or not, the president of Ukraine, Vladimir the Junkie Zelensky, said that he was upset that Trump contacted Russia before him and didn't call him until after. Now, this is in Ukrainian, but if you're watching, you'll see the subtitles. If not, I'll explain to you what he said after.
Головне, щоб все не йшло по плану Путіна. Коли він хоче зробити все, щоб перемовини у нього були двосторонні, він зі Сполученими Штатами Америки, і ми просто не зможемо акцептувати, як незалежна країна, будь-які домовленості без нас. Я вважаю, що за столом перемовин повинні бути і європейці, бо ми є частиною Європи, і ми будемо обов'язково членами Європейського Союзу. Я і сказав, що гарантії безпеки для нас, безумовно, це пріоритет. І гарантій без вас ми не бачимо. А які вони? Давайте говорити. Я знаю, що американці, ви знаєте, не хочуть, щоб ми були в НАТО. Чесно. І це буде дуже складно для нас. Тому я не сприймаю цей дзвінок, що це був пріоритет, що він спочатку говорив з Росією. Хоча, дійсно, це не дуже приємно у будь-якому.
So, if you weren't able to read those subtitles, he's basically saying that He knows that Trump and Putin are talking, but he doesn't want any plans that Putin comes up with. And he believes that the European Union should be involved in the talks because Ukraine is a part of Europe. And he knows that the Americans, that we don't want them to be part of NATO, and it would be very difficult anyway. And he doesn't like that Trump talked to Russia without him. And he doesn't like that he wasn't involved in the peace talks, and he was kind of playing second fiddle. But I say, if we are the ones footing the bill and paying every single dime for this war to continue and for your society to keep running, we're not just sending bullets and bombs. And to remember seeing the footage of those trains taking M1A1 Abrams tanks by the dozens, sending them over to Ukraine to load them up on a ship and send them to their shores, and the drones and the missiles and the bullets and the uniforms and the fuel. We're not only fueling the war machine financially, we're also paying for their entire society to run, for the government to run, for their version of a city council, the mayors, trash being picked up, schools, 911, infrastructure, roads, businesses. We are subsidizing small businesses. We are paying for their entire society to run. So if we are paying for everything, then what the fuck do we need you to be at the negotiation table for? I'm not sure why we would need you there. That's why I put in the thumbnail, quiet, Vlad. The grown-ups are talking. The people with the wallets are talking. That's often why children are left out of discussions in the family or for the family, about the family, because they're not contributing anything. We might listen to your opinion. We might take your opinion into account. But when it comes to making the decision, since you're not generating any income, then you can't put in any input. No income, no input. No income, no input. And that goes for you too, Vlad. You see that video of him going like this when he talks? Always going like that. Anyway, you junkie, go do a line, because the adults are talking. The people with the purse strings who are pulling the purse strings are having a conversation. You don't need to be here. Come here. I'm going to kick you in your ass with the instep of my foot. Get out of here. Go play out in the yard. While the grown-ups are having a discussion about the finances. Shut up. I don't care if it feels unpleasant. You know what feels unpleasant? Tens of billions of dollars going to you every month. When I'm still driving over potholes, when there are schools without heat and air conditioning and uniforms and books and computers and new desks and a new school altogether. Unless you're an illegal, then they'll bring in the property brothers to pimp your school and make it livable for the illegals. But you blacks that live here, shut up. Right? So since you don't have any income, you can't put in any input, Vlad. So go outside, here's some money, go chase the ice cream truck. Be home before the street lights come on. Junior, Trump's not done. Not only is he going to negotiate for this war to come to an end in record time, how long did we have, hey, this isn't the mall in the White House? Did he ever take charge of anything? Did he ever grab any bulls by the horns? No. He grabbed them somewhere else. So Trump isn't done. He has other plans. He has a plan to get our money back. Trump, how are you going to recoup our funds that we sent over to the Ukraine?
These people were all delinquent. By the way, Canada is a very low, we were talking about Canada. Canada is just about the lowest payer in the whole thing, which is very unfair. You know why they're low payer? Because they think the United States is going to take care of them. You think that's fair? It's not fair.
Yeah. Ukraine, though, you think you can get a deal? Do you keep sending American weapons until you do?
No, what I'm saying is the following. They have tremendously valuable land in terms of rare earth, in terms of oil and gas, in terms of other things. I want to have our money secured because we're spending hundreds of billions of dollars. And
you know, they may make a deal, they may not make a deal, they may be Russian someday, or they may not be Russian someday, but we're going to have all this money in there. And I say, I want it back. And I told them that I want the equivalent, like $500 billion worth of rare earth. And they've essentially agreed to do that. So at least we don't feel stupid. Otherwise, we're stupid. I said to them, we have to get something. We can't continue to pay this money. You know,
But on the Russian side, how do you get Putin? Do you squeeze him to get him to the table? I mean, how do you...
it would have, look, I say it all the time. This would have never happened if I were president.
Bam. We wouldn't even be in this situation if he were president. But it looks like we're going to come out 150, $200 billion ahead, depending if we've spent 300 billion or 350 billion to Ukraine. So we're coming out on top. We're making money. We're making a profit on this, what seemed to be a bottomless pit that they were tossing hundreds of billions of dollars of our tax dollars into. And really, that pit that they were throwing it into wasn't bottomless. At the bottom of that pit were several outlets where hands would reach in and pull the money into their various foundations or campaigns. This is a money laundering scheme. This is a slush fund. This is a high profile, in your face, but you can't do anything about it, slush fund. It's over. So not only are we cutting this off, we're going to get our money back, we're going to get a little bit of extra gravy on top. Hey, Ma, put a little extra gravy on there. That's what's going to happen. $500 billion. This is like the wall between us and Mexico. Mexico, gonna pay for the wall, beautiful wall, all the way to the sky. Never seen a more beautiful wall. Mexico, gonna pay for it, every peso. Love the peso, right? Trump, you're not gonna get Mexico to cut a check. No, you idiot. They're not gonna come with Ed McMahon to the White House and bring a big-ass Publishers Clearinghouse check. That's not how it works, you short-sighted ding-dong. But he got him to pay in other ways. We got that money another way, didn't we? Cash is cash. So in this way, we're going to get paid back. How the hell is Ukraine going to pay us back? And they can't even keep their society going. They don't have the money. Well, we don't need their money. What we need is your earth. And that's what we're going to get. Minerals, whatever the hell. Wheat, whatever it is, because we're back. They're used to coming here with their hands out, with their hat in their hand. America just, hey, nope, no oversight, no questions, don't pay it back. Here you go. What? Where are the hair of the children? You said I could smell. Oh, I'm sorry. No, here, take the money. No problem. And we will pay you in perpetuity. That's what was happening. But now we're showing up and we're collecting our money, bitch.
Bitch better have my money. Through rain, sleet, or snow.
It was a Shakespeare.
My hoe better have my money.
I'm telling you, that boy's a genius. Tell it.
Not half, not some, but all my cash. Because if she don't, I'm going to put my foot dead in her ass.
Uh-oh. Hoes. European hoes, all our hoes and bitches around the world that we've been shelling out money to with no kind of oversight and no sign of stopping. That's right, you hear that. And then you look down the block and you see that long presidential Cadillac. It pulls up, Secret Service hops out. That door opens up. You see that foot come out with them damn gators on the bottom. Wow. Well, bitch, you know what time it is. Beautiful day, sunshine, 70 degrees. Coming by to get my cash. If you don't have it, there's going to be a problem. Somebody's getting pimp slap, beautiful pimp slap, little baby powder. You guys don't want that. But that's what's happening. The gravy train is stopped. Now you're going to start paying us back. Daddy's home. Get out your checkbook, world. It's payback time. So meet me in the comments. What do you think about this? What do you think about our $500 billion we're going to get in precious earth? What do you think about Trump taking the reins? Give me that. Shut up. Give me that. I'm going to take us to peace land. I'm talking to Putin first. Then I'm calling you, junkie. What do you think about that? Is it too aggressive? Is it too brash? Should we slow down? Should we be nice? I don't know what you think. That's why I'm meeting you in the comments. Do you know how we end these videos? A little good gun. An American flexing that Second Amendment muscle, protecting themselves and their property. This is a good one. This guy really earned this lead that's in his body. He worked for it, and we all believe in people getting what they deserve, right? But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. No.
Caught on camera, a new video tonight of a man as he breaks into someone's home in Escambia County, Florida. This was just minutes before a woman inside shot and killed him. Cody Long tells us why the woman who pulled the trigger is not being charged.
The Escambia County Sheriff's Office is investigating this as a stand your ground case. The sheriff says the woman was protecting herself and her family. Take a look at this video from the front porch. You can see the man kicking the front door on James Taylor Lane and screaming at those who are inside.
You want to play? Let's play.
Then the 54-year-old man goes back to kicking in the door. After a few tries, he gets in. The sheriff said once inside, he armed himself with a knife and threatened to harm his children's mother. A woman in a bedroom said she was in fear for her life and shot the man in the head. He died on scene.